Today we're talking about markup and discounts for prices of items. You may use a calculator to help you solve these. If you have enough room in here to work, go ahead. I am going to use a separate sheet of paper just so we make sure that you can see all of the pieces for this. So to solve this problem, we're going to be using our part equals percent times whole. So I'm going to write that at the top of my paper. You can write it up here at the top of your paper. That's the part equals the percent times the whole. All right, let's look at number one. A basketball backboard set that sold for $79 is discounted 15%. What is the sale price? So the first thing I'm going to do is write down all of the things I know from the problem. So we're looking for the part, the percent, and the whole. So a basketball set that sold for $79, so that would be my whole, what it sells for, is discounted 15%. So our percent is 15% off because it's a discount. And then we're going to be finding the sale price. So let's talk about this percent. If the price is 15% off, remember that's coming off of the whole, which is 100%. So we're going to take our 100% and subtract out this 15%, and we would be left with the customer paying 85%. So the sale price is going to be 85%. So in order to work with this, we need to change it to a decimal. So we're going to divide by 100, and we get 0.85. Now I can put my information into my part equals percent times whole. So the part is equal to the percent written as a decimal times the whole. And let's grab a calculator. So we have 0.85 times 79, and we get a sale price of $67.15. So this would be your answer. Let's look at number two. Number two, a parka that sold for $65 is marked up to $70.20. What is the percent of markup? All right, so let's look at number two. So let's identify the things that we know. Part, percent, and whole. So we know that the parka sold originally for $65. Then it was marked up and sold for $70.20. What is that percent markup? All right, so let's put our numbers in. So part equals the percent, which we don't know, times the whole. So on this one, we don't know what to multiply by. So instead of multiplication, we're going to work backwards and we're going to divide. So we're going to divide by 65 and use your calculator to help you with this. So 70/20 divided by 65 is 1.08. So this is the decimal, which we need to change into a percent. So to change a decimal to a percent, we multiply by 100, and we get 108%. Now, that's not quite our final answer. This 108 is the part. So this $70.20 is 108% of this. So we want to know the markup from the whole. Remember, our whole is 100%, so we need to take out that original 100%. So 108 minus the original gives us a markup of 8%. Let's do one more example together, and then we'll get you some practice before we go over them. All right, number three. A shoe store marks up its merchandise by 8%. What is the selling price of a pair of shoes whose wholesale price is $24.50? All right, let's start by identifying what we know. Part, percent, and whole. So a shoe store marks up its merchandise by 8%. So 8% markup. What is the selling price? So what's the part the customer pays of a pair of shoes whose wholesale price is $24.50? All right, so if we're talking markup, remember that starts, it's 100% more, or it starts at 100% and then goes up 8 from that. So to find what the customer pays, we need to add the 8% to it. So the customer would be paying 108%. So we're going to take our 108% and turn it into a decimal. So our decimal would be 1.08. All right, so let's use our equation. Part equals percent times the whole. We'll use our calculator. 1.08 times 2450 gives us a new selling price of $26.46. All right, teachers, at this point, if you would pause the video and give your students time to work through questions 4, 5, and 6, and then resume the video and we'll go over those answers. All right, let's go over questions 4, 5, and 6. Let's get a new piece of paper. All right, number 4. A grocery store has a 60% markup on a can of soup. The can of soup costs the store $1.50. What is the selling price for the can of soup? All right, so let's start by identifying what we know. So part, percent, and whole. All right, so the grocery store has a 60% markup. So 60% markup on the can of soup. The can of soup costs the store $1.50. What is the selling price for that can of soup? So what part does the customer pay? All right, so again, if it's at 60% markup, it marks up from the original 100. So the customer would be paying 160% of the price. We're going to change that into a decimal, and we get 1.60. Now we can put our numbers in. So our part is equal to the percent as a decimal times the whole. All right, so we're going to grab our calculator. 1.60 times 1.50, and we get a selling price of $2.40. All right, let's look at number 5. Mr. Quick bought a new computer system. The regular price was $1,580, but he got a 15% discount. How much did he pay? All right, so let's identify what we know. Part, percent, and whole. So the regular price was $1,580. We got a 15% discount. What was the price that he paid? So if it's an 85% discount, that comes off of that 100%, meaning that Mr. Quick would have spent 85% of the price, or paid 85% of the price. So we're going to change that into a decimal, 0.85. All right, so our part is equal to the percent as a decimal times the whole. We can use our calculator here. 0.85 times 1,580. So Mr. Quick would have spent $1,343. All right, let's go over number 6. The regular price of a Space Invader game is $52, but it is on sale. The discount is $13. What percent discount is this? Let's identify what we know. So the regular price of the game is $52. So that's our whole, what it normally is, but it's on sale, and it's on sale for $13 less. So we need to find what that selling price is. So over here to the side, I'm going to do a little extra work. So I'm going to do 52 minus the $13. So the selling price would be $39, and we're trying to find what that discount is. All right, so let's put our numbers into our problem. So 39, our part is equal to our percent, which we don't know, times the whole. We don't know what to multiply by, so we're going to divide. Let's use our calculator here. So 39 divided by 52 is 75. So this is 0.75 of the 100, or 75% of the 100. So if we start at 100 and then we take off, that discount would be a 25% discount, because we would need to take that out of 100%. So our answer would be the 25% discount. Students, if you flip your paper over, there are 6 more problems for you to do on the back, so you can work on those, and then your teacher will go over the answers with you.